Good evening, good evening, good evening. Look, get your notebook, get your pen. It's about to go down. Fix your cash flow, okay? Let's talk about it tonight. This is going to be an interactive VIP exclusive workshop. Hey, y'all, hey, look, let me know, especially because we had some technical difficulties yesterday, but I bind that up because tonight we are rocking and rolling. Let me know, leave me a comment, and make sure you let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me okay, because I have a lot to discover. I have a lot to share tonight about your cash flow, about your revenue for my entrepreneurs, for my business owners, for my professionals with the side hustle. I am going to teach tonight. Got it good. So let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. And we're about to jump right in. And y'all, are you excited? Let me tell you something. This stuff I'm sharing for this series, Wealth on Water Week, has not been shared before, ever, especially like this. So this is a free workshop, guys. Put this on your TV, put this on your laptop, get some snacks, get your notebook and your pen because it's about to go down. Got it good? So let me start, okay? And first, what are we talking about tonight? We're going to jump right in because, guys, I have a lot of technical things I'm going to share with you guys since we're talking about cash flow. Okay, so today is day number 2, the funding and financial freedom fix. We are going to fix your money, fix your cash flow tonight, right? The cash flow trap specifically. Why you're not always the cash flow trap, why you're always hustling, but feel like you're never getting ahead. The cash flow trap. Why you're always hustling, you're always grinding, but you never feel like you're ahead. Guys, can you relate? And for all my newbies, hey y'all, hey, this is a live workshop I'm going to teach tonight. Okay, got it good. And for all my vets, y'all already know. I love for this to be interactive, especially when you guys leave comments. It lets me know that everything is working properly too. But let me know. Like, let's talk for a real quick second. Are you somebody who has been working your business, working your profession, working your side hustle, but you are in that trap, right? You feel like you're never getting ahead. You feel like it's constantly like quicksand. You feel like there's something constantly comes up. That's what we're going to talk about tonight, fixing your cash flow and some remedies behind that. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm not talking about small money. I'm talking about like getting your business accounts, like what it really takes to scale up. Because I'm speaking life to everybody that we have multi-million dollar and six figures and multiple six figures and seven-figure brands. Got it good? All right, so here we go. Welcome back, y'all. Hold on. Today is number 2, day number 2 of Wealth on Water Week, the breakthrough series. And we are really going to break some things off tonight. Okay, so I'm super excited. So today is day number 2, right? Today we are going to fix financial pressures in your business. So yesterday we talked about revenue clarity. Today we're talking about money control, right? And so the goal tonight, leave with a simple financial system and funding path. Okay, got it good. This is the goal for tonight. Leave with a simple financial system and funding path. Now, I need to set the tone. For all of you that are new, we have a wealth building ministry, and I teach and I coach faith based wealth building. So I need to set the tone early in this training so you guys understand, so we can be mindful of what we're doing and why we are doing it. Okay, what we're doing and why we're doing it. And thank you too. Right now there are 11 people on here. Hey y'all, hey, I see y'all. Say hello to me. Okay, so let me set the tone. Luke 16:10. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much, right? Financial discipline comes before financial increase. Let me say it again. Financial discipline comes before financial increase. Now, let me be real with you, right? Because I'm a business coach. I am not a YouTuber, right? I'm a business coach that leverages social media to educate, to empower, to train, to coach, to reach my ideal client, right? And so I'm going to say some things tonight that may make you feel uncomfortable. I'm going to say some things tonight that may even, I hope not really, but maybe offend you a little tiny bit, right? But that's that iron sharpens iron, right? He can't bless you with 500,000 if we're mismanaging 100,000. He can't bless you with 1 million if we mismanage the 250,000. He can't bless you with 100,000 if we've mismanaged the 30,000. It's about being a good steward. Can I be real tonight? It's about being a good steward. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me make sure. It's about being a good steward with our finances. Okay. And so I have to be real about that because for some of us, this training tonight is going to help us break through some of those things. Okay. Got it. Got it. Good. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not clicking anything because last night I clicked something in the whole live stream and the whole live stream cut off. And I know there's a little tiny bit of a delay, and that's okay. Why is my. But I just want to make sure that you guys can hear and see everything. So let's jump right in. So, first, who is Wealth on Water Week for, right? It is for entrepreneurs, it is for small business owners, it is for investors, it is for my wealth builders, right? So, if you have a startup or a side hustle for 1 to 5 years, Wealth on Water Week, the breakthrough series is for you. If you're an entrepreneur and you have already generated $10,000 per month in your business, but your revenue has been inconsistent, your revenue has been stagnant, if you have hit a ceiling and you're unable to grow, this series is for you. And if you are a wealth warrior and you want a profitable business or side hustle and you are ready to take action, this series is for you. Okay, and so the hard truth is that many businesses are making 50,000 to 250,000 annually, but still feel broke. Come on, somebody. It's not about what you make, it's about what you keep, right? And so it's not because your revenue is too low, it's because your structure is missing and cash flow feels you have cash flow problems feel your cash flow problems feel emotional. But the reality is that cash flow problems are mathematical. We're going to talk about breaking that off tonight, okay? And let me just check one thing real quick. Why is my. Okay, there we go. All right, so I can't see y'all comments. Hold on. We're going to try this. Right. I can't see y'all comments. Hold on. We're going to try this. Because I know my wealth warriors be commenting. All right, y'all. All right, we might have to go without the comments, and that's okay. Because I don't want anything to disconnect tonight, Lord. And I can see y'all comments on the YouTube, but I can't see it in my streamer. But that's quite all right. We're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep on going. All right. So the hard truth: many businesses are making $50,000 to $250,000, but still feel broke. Okay. So the cash flow trap. Now let me come on screen real quick. Tonight, I'm going to train, and it is super, super fun. And I can see your comments on my phone when you guys comment and you guys participate. And so this is going to be absolutely amazing. And a lot of the slides that I'm sharing tonight, I'm going to dig deep into some financial stuff, some tax stuff, some account things. So get ready to learn. Get your notebook, get your pen, make sure you share this with somebody because it's about to go down. Okay? Hold on. So we're going to jump right in. So the cash flow trap. What am I talking about? Money comes in, bills go out, stress returns. Who can relate? Who can relate to that, right? That some of the symptoms of this, some of the symptoms are you don't know what you don't know what you can safely pay yourself. Big months are followed by tight months. Taxes feel scary, growth feels risky. And the coaching question I have for you guys is, do you track your profits or are you just looking at your bank account? So let me be very, very honest with you, right? And for all my entrepreneurs, leave a comment, right? So if you are somebody and you have experience, right? It doesn't matter where you are in your business, but we joke about, an entrepreneur can have $50,000 on Monday and then have like $34.35 on Friday, right? Like that's how it goes. It can be that, Jesus, I'm being real with y'all. It can be that dramatic when your cash flow goes up and down when you're an entrepreneur, especially if you're a self-employed entrepreneur, right? And so this is where you have to plan in your seasons of surplus. You have to plan in your seasons of excess for the seasons where you may have a dry month until you get, Jesus, I'm being real with y'all tonight, right? Until you get to a point where your finances and where your business has a steady baseline, then in the months where you make a lot, you're going to have to plan and make sure everything is covered for the months that you may have something slow. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to share with you guys some ways that you can do that. Let me be very transparent with you because I am a single mother of 3. So I remember having big months and I would pay like my auto insurance for the whole year, or I pay my mortgage for like 6 months. I'm being real. Plan in this. Somebody put excess in the comments. Plan in your months of excess of your big months so that you don't have periods of lack and you have anxiety. Jesus, you never, ever. So I put never. You never, ever want to run your business, your side hustle, your brand, your wealth building from a standpoint of lack and scarcity and anxiety. I'm preaching to somebody tonight, right? I know what that feels like. And it colors the way that you make decisions. It colors the way that you run your actual brand, okay? So you always want to be doing things from a standpoint of what's the best for the client or customer and what grows your business. Not, I need money to pay my cell phone bill. I need to pay my car note. Does that make sense, guys? And so this is why we're talking about cash flow tonight, because some of those symptoms are that, you really are having anxiety. And this is the coaching question, right? Write these things down. Get a notebook, get a pen. This is not fluff. Do you track your profits, right? Your profit or just your bank account? There is a big difference between that. Right? So revenue versus cash flow, right? Your revenue is what you make. Your cash flow is what you kept and controlled, right? So many businesses grow revenue, but they never grow stability. Boom. Look. Look, let me sip my water. And y'all, I said I was going to stop. For all my newbies, hey, y'all, hey, we're about to learn tonight. For all my vets, y'all already know. And I said, I'm not going to start showing. I'm not going to start giving any water companies any kind of free promo until I get a brand deal with one of them. Yep, I'm talking heavy tonight. Look. So I'm drinking water, but y'all can't see who because I don't have a brand deal with them. This is real time, okay? And so the stability, that is so true. And I always talk about, Jesus, look, do I have permission to be real tonight? If I have permission to be real, somebody put real in the comments. Do I have permission to be real? The reason why I'm saying that, guys, is because I hear people make income. See the air quotations? I have people make income statements. I see people make income statements all the time on social media. I generate $1 million. I generate $2 million, $6 million. First of all, nugget right here for all my newbies. When I sip water, that means I'm about to say something inappropriate. I'm a business coach, but can we laugh while we learn? Look, somebody put laugh and learn in the comments. Can we laugh while we learn? They make all these income claims. First of all, everybody's not making $10 million. The numbers don't even add up. If you Google how many people make $1 million a year, how many people make $5 million a year, how many people make $50,000 a month, them numbers are like 1%, 3%, 38% for 100K even, right? And so that means, and that includes your lawyers, your doctors, all your businesses. So everybody out here is not making 100,000 and 500,000 and $1 million. Let me just be real about that. A year, not even a month, definitely not a month. But when I'm honest with you, right, we're talking about cash flow tonight, and I'm teaching is that it's not about what you make, it's what you keep, right? If you make $5 million a year, but your expenses are $6 million a year, come on, somebody, you're broke. Somebody put broke in the comments. If you make $5 million a year, and your expenses are $6 million, you are broke. There could be somebody who's making $50,000 is living a way better lifestyle because they understand the difference between living above their means and living within their salary. Okay. So it's not about, but so one of the things I want you to understand early is revenue is what you make, cash flow is what you keep and what you control. All right. And who am I? For those of y'all that know me, hey, y'all, hey. For those of you that do not know me, I'm a wealth building empowerment coach, a speaker, and a credit strategist. But more importantly, I have been self employed. I completely retired myself from corporate America at the age of 38. Okay. And I bought my first property at the age of 21. I also, shout out to all my Make Real Estate Real people. I'm the credit coach for Make Real Estate Real for 9 to 5 Millionaire. Now, why am I sharing all this? Am I sharing all of this because I just feel like talking about me? Absolutely, positively not. I'm sharing this because we're talking about business. So I need you guys to know that I am a business coach who has been doing this before YouTube, before social media. I have over 20 years of experience. I just turned 47. OMG. But I used to work for TransUnion, right? There's hearing Jesus. Can I just be honest with you? Shout out to my ladies who are on here. When I say I have over 20 years of experience, I cringe. Like, that sounds like I'm 75 years old. Look, my wealth warriors know that I am silly, right? But it's the truth. I have several decades of financial literacy and credit and wealth building experience because I used to work for TransUnion, and I've now translated that into a brand that educates and empowers our community. Okay. And so when you're talking about finances, you don't want to listen to a YouTuber. You don't want to listen to a content creator. You not want to listen to somebody who's just trying to get likes and views. You want to listen to somebody who has the results you desire and can help you actually get there. And so Proverbs 21:5, the plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. Why am I sharing this? Fast money decisions create long money problems, right? Iron sharpens iron. That means that all your knowledge, skills, and experience got you to where you are right now. But a lot of times, the gap between where you are right now and where you want to go is knowledge, training, coaching, masterminds, being around people that have the results you desire and that have actually attained those results and can actually teach you and coach you. It's about being in environments, being in rooms with people who are doing better. So let me put better in the comments. Better than you. I was able, Jesus, to grow and scale because I made it my mission to go to live 3. Everybody knows me, knows that I go to 3 to 5 live events every year. I invest in coaching every year. I have 5 coaches because I have them in different areas. Okay. I have a financial advisor. I have my spiritual coach. I have my dating and relationship coach. I have a marketing coach, and I have my spiritual leaders. Right. And so, and a business coach, actually a business coach too, right? But not business the same way, on me helping with my actual brand and my marketing. And so guys, that success principle has been a game changer in my growth. And so I want you guys to also understand that as I'm teaching and coaching tonight, I want you to be asking yourself, when is the last time you invested in you and you invested in your brand? Are you the smartest person in your circle? Are you the go-to? Jesus, are you the go? I bind that up. Somebody put go-to. Are you the go-to person in your circle? If you are the go-to person in your circle, listen, it's a blessing and a curse, right? It's a blessing because people admire you, people respect you, people know that you are a leader, you're a problem solver. It's also a curse. Come on, somebody, because it is draining, it is taxing. You are not growing. You are always pouring, 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 pouring. How can you be filled up if you are constantly depleted because all you do is pour? The key, somebody put hack in the comments. The hack to leveling up is being around people who are doing better so you can be a sponge. I'm gonna leave that right there. And there are 13 people on here. Y'all say it should be 13. Like, y'all make sure y'all say hello to me, okay? And so Proverbs 21:5, the plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely haste leads to poverty, okay? The revenue reality check. Revenue is a mathematical equation, not a feeling, right? We talked about this last night. This is a preview. This is a rewind of one of the things that really, really helped everybody from last night. If you did not see last night, because today is number 2. Today is number two of Wealth on Water Week, the Breakthrough Series. If you missed day number 1, then make sure you go back and check that, right? They're all posted on YouTube, okay? But this is one of the things that resonated and hit hard for everybody. So your revenue is a mathematical equation. Your traffic times your conversion times your offer value times your frequency. And if any one of this these items in this equation are broken, that leads to income inconsistency, right? And so the coaching question, write this down for yourself. This is a workshop. Which variable do you track weekly? You need to be tracking something. I'm not going to break this down tonight because we talked about it last night, but I do want you to be aware. Okay. And so, guys, so we're talking about cash flow tonight. The 4-account system. This is a system that is going to help you. This is a system that is going to help you. Okay. So separate your money immediately, right? So you should have 4 different accounts: your income account, your owner pay account, your tax account, your operating account. No separation means constant stress. If you have been feeling stressed, put stress in the comments, right? If you have been feeling stressed, put stressed in the comments. So your action item is open a second account this week, right? If you don't already have one, maybe you have 2 of these accounts and you need 3. Maybe you're lumping everything into one thing. And so you need to separate this. So we're talking about your cash flow, your cash flow, your cash flow. Okay, so this is an action item. And nugget right here, guys. I don't do a whole lot of fluff, right? So I'm going to give you coaching questions. I'm going to give you action items throughout this entire workshop. And the goal is so you can actually execute on some of these things and actually have some small wins, have some movement, see some progress in your business so that you can level up. Okay, so write down each one of these action items. All right. And the one thing I want you to understand is if you only change one thing, if you listen to one thing I say tonight, right? I'm going to say a lot of things, but if you listen to one thing tonight, baby, that is going to really drop your financial stress, right? So if you change one thing, your financial stress drops immediately because every dollar has a job. And y'all, even though for whatever reason I cannot bring your comments on screen, look, I don't know what's going on this week, okay? But for whatever reason, I cannot bring your comments on screen. But I have my phone. Look, I'm real. I have my phone right here. Y'all see? And I can see your comments in here. So I'm paying attention to all of you guys who are commenting. I just don't want to comment back right now because I don't want it to disconnect like it did yesterday. But I see y'all. Wait, hold on. Look, I'm real, y'all. Look, hold on. Let me put my glasses on and shout some people out. Okay, I see Catherine. I see Cynthia. Hey, Cynthia. Look, you said better than me. I see y'all. I see Jocelyn. I see hey, Krista. I see. Let me see who else I see on here. Was it Dr. J? I say, oh, who is this right here? 1972. I see y'all. Okay, got it good. Oh, Miss Veteran Affairs. I know who that is, right? Lisa's on here. I see Nakia. All right, come on. I see Angela on here. Okay, look. So just know I see y'all and I appreciate y'all. Okay. So here we go. All right. Now guys, don't miss what I just said about the 4 accounts. I'm talking money. I'm talking wealth building. I'm talking scaling to 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, and 7 figures. This is how because I'm in that category, this is how we handle our money. This is going to help you. Somebody put me in the comments. This is how it's going to help you fix your cash flow. Okay. Now you may not know which each one of these accounts is for. So I purposely added a description and I'm going to give you an example so you can understand how you divide this up so it can fix your cash flow. Got it good? All right. So what each account does. The income account is your holding account. Okay. So its only job is to receive deposits and distribute money weekly, right? So all revenue goes there first. You have one main account for all of your business revenue goes. Like I see y'all with the cash signs. I know that's right. Come on, somebody, right? Perfect. And then this is where your owner account is your salary. Guys, you should be, look, I see y'all putting me there. You should be paying yourself a salary, 1,000%. And what does it say? You transfer a consistent amount to your personal account on a schedule, not randomly. Now, let me say this. A lot of us have single member LLCs. Some of you guys have S Corps, C Corps, Incs, nonprofits. I'm talking real with you guys tonight, okay? These are principles going to help you at every single level. How you pay yourself is going to vary. Nugget, I'm not a tax professional, okay? But I had posted in Patreon before. On Patreon, let me know if you guys want more information on this. Patreon's our inner circle. It's not even have my banner on here. Let me see something. Hold on. All right, at least I got that to show. Gosh. The devil is a lie, right? But this is where, guys, I wonder if it will let me know. All right. But this is where, guys, as a single member LLC, you guys can just transfer money to your account and pay yourself. And I do recommend, nugget right here. I recommend that you have a set schedule. Maybe you set a certain amount every Monday or a certain amount every Friday, right? It just makes it easier for when you're going for funding or when you're doing your bookkeeping or when you go to your CPA. Maybe you can do it monthly, right? That is the benefit of being the CEO. But just understand that you're working in your business. You should be paying yourself a salary, okay? Hold on. So the owner account is your salary. Now I said 4 accounts, and I'm giving you guys a breakdown of what each account is. So your tax account, come on somebody, is the money you set aside for federal, state, and local taxes. So it helps prevent surplus tax debt and a panic in April, right? And then your operating account, your business expenses is usually where it has the most money, the most movement, to be honest with you. And so all your bills, all of your business bills are paid from here, right? Your software, your rent, your contractors, your marketing, your AI, right? If money isn't there, isn't here, the business cannot afford it. Come on, somebody. Now, let me be honest with you. Don't miss it. Don't miss what I just said. You should not. Like, I'm a completely self-employed entrepreneur, but some of you guys are self-employed entrepreneurs. Some of you guys, your side hustle is generating $5, $10, $20,000, right? That's real. I know. Look, I know who my wealth warriors are. Some of y'all are already generating that with your business, right? And so this is where you don't want all of your clients and customers to pay you. It goes into your business checking account, and then you pay your personal bills from your business checking account. Somebody say no. We don't do that. We're setting things up the right way. Okay. So that means that you have your business checking account and you have your operating account and your business bills coming out of your operating account. That might be your software. That might be your cell phones. That might be your marketing. That might be your AI. That might be Wealth on Water Mastermind. That might be because that's an investment. That might be a business coaching strategy session. That might be your Patreon monthly come on somebody subscription, right? Business tax write-off, business expenses. And say you're like, I'm completely self-employed, Terry. How do I pay my personal car note, my personal mortgage? What did I say about giving yourselves a salary? Somebody put salary in the comments, right? I can see y'all, right? You pay yourself a salary that goes into your personal account, and then you pay your mortgage from your personal account, and you pay your car note from your personal account, and you pay your cell phone from your personal account. Got it good? So these 4 accounts are going to help fix your cash flow because you are telling your money where to go. You are not guessing. You can see everything. There's transparency and there is clarity there. Okay, that's how one of the ways that you build. Now let me give you an example, right? A simple allocation percentage. Okay, this is where 50% should be operating. What did I say? And I see y'all, right? You said salary. I see y'all. I see you, Catherine. I see you, Lisa. This is where 50% should go to operating, 20% owner pay, 15% taxes, 15% profit and reserves, right? Adjust as your business grows. This is an example, right? And so I always talk about, y'all put 10K in the comments. I always talk about that 10K benchmark. So I said, let me put an example for when and if you're generating 10K, what does this actually look like? Can I be real? People are not talking about this. That's why we get into business. We start our side hustle, we generate money, and then we are broke, or we're still paycheck to paycheck, or we're not sure how to even measure things, how to look at things, how to divide them up. Can I talk to you all, Jesus, like you have a big international multi-million-dollar brand? Oh, you know what? Shout out to Krista. Krista's on here. Krista is going to Wealth on Water 2026, went to 2025, and she's a bookkeeper. Krista, we have to make sure we put your information in Patreon too in case somebody needs to hire you, right? Krista, do you do taxes for do you do bookkeeping and taxes for every state? Yo, this is real time. You let me know, right? We support our wealth warriors, and Krista has a phenomenal business. She is growing her business and she is excellent at what she does, right? So Krista, am I telling the truth here? I'm telling people, hey, like where to put your money. Come on, somebody. Right. And so here is a simple allocation. You said, whoop, come on, somebody. So this is where monthly revenue, right? If you have a monthly revenue of 10,000, here's a simple example of what that would look like. Your operating account would have 5,000. Your owner pay would have 2,000. Your tax account would have 1,500, and your profit and reserves would have 1,500. Look at what I said, your profit and reserve. So if you wanted to do something like business coaching or wealth on water mastermind, that can come out of that profit and reserve. And really, honestly, that's an investment. So what does this mean? This means you can safely spend 5,000 on business expenses, You pay yourself 2,000 consistently, right? Your taxes are already covered and you're building a safety cushion. Y'all, Jesus, I'm an expert at credit. I had to learn how to divide up my money as a business owner. Can I be real with you guys? That's one reason why I teach in a very transparent way. I share with you guys my mistakes. I also share that I am now 10 years, almost 10 years in as a completely self-employed entrepreneur and single mother of three. 95. Somebody put 95. 95% of businesses fail after the first 5 years. Part of it is because we don't have conversations about cash flow and revenue and money. But that's why I'm sharing with you, because I'm well over that benchmark and I have learned so much that I'm going back and I am teaching the things. And Wealth on Water Mastermind is our in-person solution to teach some of these money management things that you need to actually grow and scale. Right? These are some of the things. Look, come on, somebody. I see y'all hearts and stuff. 95. The keep. Look, I'm screenshotting so I remember who to thank. Right? The 95% of businesses fail. And so these are some of the things that I wish I would have known a lot sooner that would have helped me with my cash flow. I was used to getting paid a salary from a job, right? And nothing is wrong with that. Like a lot of you still have a salary from your job. Keep your job while you're building your empire. Jesus, do not give somebody 8, 9, 10 hours of your day and you do not give yourself 1 hour or 2 hours for your legacy building. Come on, somebody. Don't give somebody else 8, 10, 12 hours and you don't have enough time to spend 1 hour on yourself, 1 hour for a Zoom, 1 hour for a workshop, 1 hour doing your legacy and wealth building, 1 hour for business coaching, a week for Wealth on Water Mastermind. Don't do that. Work full-time at your job, work part-time on your fortune until your fortune replaces your job income and you feel like you want to leave. If that's your desire. Amen. All right, look, y'all about to make me go off on here and I can't even see y'all. Look, I see y'all, so I can't even see all y'all comments, right? All right, so coaching question right here. How different, right? This is the question, y'all. How different would your stress level be if your taxes and slow months were already funded? Action item. Calculate last month's revenue using the formula from tonight, right? How much money did you make last month? How much were all of your expenses? Calculate it, right? This is an action item. This is interactive. And why you feel broke after good months. Let's talk about it. So you have spent your future obligations. That's the reason why. Look, question, answer, question, answer. Taxes and slow months were never planned for. So my question to you, right, is how many months could your business survive with zero income? Let me sip my water. How many months could your business survive with zero income? Guys, shout out again to all my, if you're a wealth warrior on here, put WW on the WW in the comments, right? I just posted, I think it was last weekend, about 10 steps if you want to retire early, right? And I did a whole, y'all, wealth warriors, I put a lot of stuff in Patreon. I spend time, I do my Patreon myself, not my assistant, not AI, not anybody on my team. I really listen to your comments and your questions, and I pay attention to what you guys are asking me. And I really put content in there specifically. I have so much content. You'll get lost in my YouTube channel. I put stuff in there specifically for you. But to everybody on here, whether you're a wealth warrior or not, I talked about 10 steps to retire yourself early, right? And it talked about having an emergency fund, having a reserve. This is the same concept. Nothing I do is fluff. Everything is very intentional. So I put intentional in the comments. Thank you to the 23 people who are on here, right? Y'all wealth builders, hey, y'all, hey, right? Everything I do is intentional. So the same concept, if you have a job and you want to retire early, saving up that 6 months in reserves is the same thing as if you have a business. How many months could your business run on its own if you had zero revenue, right? How much does it cost? Look, and some of y'all, I'm not going to shout no names. But some of y'all had business coaching strategy sessions, and I said to you, how much does your business make? How much does it cost to run your business? How much does it cost to run your business? If you're taking this principle, could your business run for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 6 months being a goal, a benchmark? No, put that down, 6 months. Could your business, God forbid, run for 6 months on its own if you even had no revenue? Can I be honest real quick? We had a lot of people that when COVID happened, they went under. I'm being real, right? COVID is something that us in this time frame we will never ever forget. And some people made a lot of money and some people lost a lot of money. Well, let's talk about the people like that had the event planning businesses, for example, right? You could have been doing everything right. You had an event planning space. COVID happens. You can't see people in person for months or for years. If you had no reserves, if you had no credit, if you had no multiple streams of income, if you had no investments, I'm being real, if you had no planning, you did everything right. Jesus, you did everything right. You were responsible. You did everything right. And then something external happened that impacted your business because you did not plan for a season of drought. Come on, somebody. You did not plan for the season of drought. Your whole vision, your whole empire went bankrupt. It went out of business. Your blood, sweat, and tears, your vision. Jesus, I pray because that is a hurt feeling, but I'm coaching tonight. I'm teaching tonight. This series is to help make sure that you all are not in that same position, and so that you understand what it takes to genuinely build wealth the right way on a strong foundation. Amen. Look, somebody said facts, right? They went under, okay? So how many months could your business survive with zero income? Answer that for yourself. All right. So a weekly money meeting. Now, I love this concept. Somebody put money meeting in the comments. I even like how it sounds, y'all. Weekly money meeting. What does this look like? You can pick the day of the week, but I like Friday because we're used to getting paid on Friday. We're used to spending money on Friday. Look, some people, let me stop playing with y'all. Some people get paid on Friday and broke on Friday. Not y'all. Not my employers. Not y'all, but some people. Right? Money meeting, right? Not y'all, but some people. They made $1,500 and done spent $3,000 already. It's the money is spent before it hits their before it hits their bank account. All right. So this is a wealth building strategy, right? Well, you always hear me say men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie, right? So implement a weekly money meeting, right? So what does that look like? 30 minutes every Friday. It could be another day. Doesn't matter. I'm saying Friday because that's just tends to be a day where people get paid. Okay. And you're going to check your balances. You're going to move your allocations. You're going to plan for upcoming expenses. You're going to review for receivables. And you are going to, that consistency is going to remove anxiety. Consistency removes anxiety. So your action item. Schedule your weekly CEO money meeting. Now, like somebody put in the comments, right? I see y'all. Put in the comments, is your weekly money meeting going to be a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday? Maybe you like doing it on a Saturday or a Sunday. Let me see. I see Catherine on here. I see Krista commenting. Who else do I see? Hold on. I see Karen. Is that Carolyn? I see. Oh, look. Let me see. Who else? I see AML Love 74. I see you. Look, I see y'all. I see you on here. So you said Thursday. Oh, two of y'all said Thursday. Y'all like Thursday money meetings? I love it. Okay, good. Right. So this is your action item. So, and I always talk about, guys, incorporating the thing you love to do, especially I left a message in Patreon last night on how I've been so busy and hectic, right? How my technology just does not want to work all week, but the devil is alive because can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller. Wait, is that? We'll can't stop, won't stop. You get down, baby. Yo, I love hip hop. All right, everybody pay attention. Everybody pay attention. I don't care what goes on. I don't stop. If I give my word, I'm about to be on here no matter what. If I had to do it live on my cell phone, come on, somebody. That's what it looks like when you love what you do. So let me bring it back. Look, this is where I tell people incorporate what you love to do. Look, I see Am Love said Friday, incorporate what you love to do, right? Build your brand around your knowledge, skills, and experience. That is going to help you keep on going in those times of drought, in those times when it's difficult, in those times when you don't feel like doing it. You are going to remember that your clients and customers, your family, your community is depending on you, and you're going to keep on going. And everyone, look at this slide, everyone is a business owner, right? The biggest part is that most people just have not actually done the step to incorporate it, right? To make it an actual business, right? Can't stop, won't stop. That's right? And so in that scripture, right? Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Y'all, let me say something. Y'all probably worn out and tired, right? By that scripture. And I'm going to keep on saying it. And I'm going to keep on reminding you that your gift will make room for you. That your gift will make room for you. That we all have different gifts, and nobody's one gift is more important or less important than anybody else's. But I promise you, Jesus, when you build and grow the thing that you love, he will bless it. He will bless it. He will grow it. That's where supernatural increase and supernatural overflow comes from. So, Terry, we saw that scripture, and you're going to keep on seeing it, right? You're going to keep on seeing it because I'm going to remind you that you build your business and your brand. A lot of times it's around the thing that you love to do, and your career may even be around the thing that you love to do, right? And a reminder from last night, your money client, right? Who is your money client? Your ideal client is somebody who has the problem right now. I'm going to use Krista, for example, because she's on here. She's one of our wealth warriors, and she went to 2025 Wealth on Water Mastermind, and she's going to 2026 Wealth on Water Mastermind. So her ideal client, right? So Krista is an expert bookkeeper and has like an accounting service, right? So she can help you get your money right. So who's Krista's ideal client? They have the problem right now. They can afford the solution. They value speed. So an action item for all of you on here, if you have a business and or a side hustle, or if you're looking to grow your business or side hustle or launch your business or side hustle, your action item is describe your best past clients in 3 traits. What did that look like? Who do you want to work with, right? So I'm Krista's ideal client, right? I have a problem right now. I need my taxes done. I need my bookkeeping done. Number 2, I value time and speed. I don't got the time for it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to learn it. I don't want to chat GPT. I don't want to Google it. I'm being real right now. That's not my gift. I don't like doing it. Look, that's the feeling. I don't want to do it. Somebody type that in the comments. I don't want to do it. Oh, so man, I can't see your comments on screen. So if I see somebody type it out, I don't want to do it. How you spell that? I don't want to do it. I ain't doing it. Look, let me stop playing with y'all, because the people who are brand new, like, this chick crazy, right? I like to have fun. And I had a nap, so I'm on like high energy right now, right? And I can afford her services. So I'm Krista's ideal client with this example. I have a problem. I need my taxes done. I value speed because I'm not going to do it. And I have the money to invest in her services. So for you all, look, everybody stop playing. Everybody get back on track. Terry, you the only one not on track. Everybody calm down and get back on track. So can we learn how we have fun? So this is where I'm Krista's ideal client. So for you, action item, identify your ideal client, guys. And don't forget, running across the bottom is the number to invest in a business coaching strategy session with me, and or to get the link for Wealth on Water Mastermind, so we can take this to the next level. This is only a snapshot of what you need to grow to 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, and 7 figures. Okay. And so the funding lie. Most entrepreneurs think everything must be perfect before funding, but banks think, do you have the ability to pay the funds back? What is the risk in lending to you, right? So funding follows organization, not hustle. Funding follows organization, not hustle. Oh, did somebody say, did one of you guys put it in here? Hold on. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I just love y'all. Look, come on, somebody. I don't want to do it. Lisa, I think you did good right there, right? I don't want to do it. Right? So this is the funding lie. And so always remember, we're talking about cash flow, right? So part of even increasing your cash flow is sometimes getting funding. You can invest in things like services. Let me leave that right there, right? But part of this is even getting funding, then putting in things that will bring you an ROI. We're not spending it on liabilities. We're spending it on assets, right? Coaching and training and masterminds and conferences and books and all those things are all things that bring you an ROI. For some of you guys, things that bring you an ROI is like an assistant, is AI systems, is consulting. You know what I mean? Is leveling up like your equipment, right? Depending on what your actual business is. So we're going to talk about funding right now, and just understand that we're always using our funding for something income producing assets or income producing information, so that we have the money to pay it actually back and have a return on investment. And there's 26 people on here. Hey, y'all, hey, did y'all learn something already? Are you learning tonight? Come on, somebody. Right? And so always remember two things, right? Lenders are looking at you, especially guys, as small business owners. Can I be real? Somebody put real in the comments, right? Can I be real? You're high risk. You, especially post COVID, understand that's why some of these videos 3 and 4 and 5 years ago don't apply. Look, they don't apply to the climate we're in right now. I'm in this climate right now because I talk to funders and lenders constantly. Okay, we have some lenders who are even sponsoring and collaborating for Wealth on Water Mastermind. That's how deep I am in this with having these conversations, and then I bring the information to you guys. So post COVID, so I put post in the comments. Post COVID, lenders are looking at you like you're high risk. Why? What was the economic disaster relief? What was the PPP loan? That was to help bail out small business owners. So now you get to 2026, lenders are looking at you and they want to know two things. What's the risk in lending to you? And do you have the ability to pay the money back? And I'll add a third one. Are you likely to pay it back? Remember this, guys, that's not fluff. Are you likely to pay it back? That's your credit, personal and business. That shows a pattern of business ethics. That shows a payment history. That's why it's so important in 2026. The way that credit works in 2026 is way different from years ago. They check it for everything. And do you have the ability to pay it back? Some of you guys are doing everything right, but your business is generating $0.00. Well, they would love to give you a $50,000 loan, but you don't have the income, you don't have the deposits, you don't have the revenue. That means you go into things like coaching, the 100K blueprint to actually get clients and customers so you can show that you have the ability to pay it back. So are you likely? Do you have the ability? And understand that that's how they are assessing you as an entrepreneur, as a professional with a side hustle. Got it? Got it? Good? All right. I see y'all post. All right. Good. All right. So some of the top reasons, right? Some of the common reasons that businesses get denied, right? No business banking history, no revenue documents, mixed personal and business finances, no business credit profile. You're not registered with the state. You're not in good standing with the state. Your information is not matching everywhere, and low personal and or business credit scores. Come on, somebody. And some of them folks took the money and spent it for foolish things. I know that's right. They really did. They really did. Some of them, look, I can see y'all comments, even though I can't bring them on screen. And just because of what happened yesterday, I'm trying not to click on a bunch of things. Nugget right here. You can have an international brand and still not be tech savvy, right? I'm not tech savvy and I need to do better at it. But I don't want to click off and mess up anything. But I can see your comments. You're absolutely right. Some people took that money and spent it on foolish things, and now they're in trouble. Now their personal credit and their business credit is bad. Now they can't get funding with personal or business. I'm going to leave that right there. I've had some people come to me for some help, and I've been able to turn the situation around for them. No judgment zone, but I am going to say that wasn't wise, and then I'm going to help you fix it. All right, like when you know better, you do better, right? When you know better, you do better. I don't judge, right? We've all made decisions that maybe we're not proud of, but the key is to learn from it and to fix it and to keep on going. Okay, so I'm talking about some of these common mistakes. Please understand that mixing personal and business is a big no-no, especially when we're talking about scaling to multiple 6 figures, 7 figures. You are getting to 8 figures, especially when you're looking to qualify for the big money. Somebody put big in the comments. When you're looking to qualify for the big money, you want to have things right on the back end, right? You want to have things right when we're talking about your actual finances. We're not doing Cash App, child. Y'all wearing me out with Cash App. No, I will not Cash App you. If I go to for your services and the way that I pay you is Cash App, respectfully, I'm not investing in your services. It's an app. It's not a real merchant account. I'm sorry, not sorry. Look, sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You want me to fluff you or be real? No Zelle, no Cash App, no Venmo. When you go to the grocery store, do you pay them with Cash App? When you go to Nordstrom's, do you pay them with Cash App? When you go to Target, do you pay them with Cash App? When you go to your accountant, do you pay them with Cash App? When you go to a lawyer, do you pay them with Cash App? No, it was not meant to be used for businesses. Maybe you need to send your daughter, your son, somebody something here and there. But no, if you are a business, Jesus, if you want hobby money, run it like a hobby. But if you want business money, you have to run it like a business. Business bank accounts, merchant account. Look, come on, somebody. You said be real, right? Listen. All right. So these are some of the reasons. And to be honest with you, when you're going for funding, you need to have a business checking account, because when they give you that business loan, that business line of credit, they are going to direct deposit it into your business checking account. So if you just have a cash app, you can't even receive the funds. Look, I'm saying about Philly, ain't no bank going to give you a $10,000 check via cash app. I would jump off this chair right now. Let me say, y'all know I'm so dramatic. My lawyers know I'm dramatic. I can't help it. God made me that way. Okay. You said, I learned from you, Terry. This is business with the business account. I know that's right. Amen. All right. So a real quick business credibility blueprint, right? And so guys, just remember these are some of the basics. I'm not going into full business credit tonight, but I do want to give you the foundation. When I repost this, I'll repost my workshop I did on business credit and also on tier one accounts, because we're about to start talking about that in a second. Okay. But you always want to be incorporated. You always want to have your EIN. You always want to have your business bank account. You always want to have your DUNS. And you always want to make sure that your entity is in good standing before you go for funding. This is even the order you want to do it in. And you see, I have EIN before your business bank account. Why? You incorporate first, then get your EIN, not the other way around. Why? Because look, because you want to make sure that the name is secured and assigned to you before you actually go for your EIN. Just those information matching right there from your incorporation, your EIN, and your business bank account can be just that right there, guys. Things nugget right here. For business credit, we're talking about cash flow and funding tonight. For business funding and business credit, when things are not matching, that is a huge red flag for business. Personal, people have things not matching. But businesses, would y'all hire a lawyer that their website said one address and Google search said another address and Yelp said another address and LinkedIn said another address? Absolutely not. Would you go send your child to a daycare where their website said one address and their Instagram said one web address, and then when you did a Google search, it said a different address? You'd be like, well, where else am I child to? Understand that what I teach is how to look good on paper. So some of you guys may be making $100 a month, but on paper, you look like a big business, because we are growing and scaling, right? That's what I specialize in, helping people grow and scale their business and leverage their personal and business credit. So understand right here, I'm spending a time right here because this is huge, where I see so many people working, and then you change your address and your EIN says one address and your business bank account says one address and your DUN says something else, and you get denied and you're frustrated. Guys, this is a blueprint for success. Okay, got it good. And so your business credit foundation is having your EIN and your DUNS, having your business bank account, right? Having consistent monthly deposits, having your business address, look, matching everywhere. Business phone number, having a website and email domain, having 4 tier 1 account reporting. This builds lender confidence. This positions you for funding. So your action items, I might put action in the comments. Thank you to all 25 folks on here. Thank you to everybody who's commenting. And look, oh, I see 25 people and 25 likes. Come on, somebody. I appreciate y'all, right? So your action item is check what you're missing. Are you missing 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things? This is a workshop, right? I want you to be able to come off of Jesus. This is a workshop. This is not a Terry's Tip video. All this week, I am teaching it. Each day is something different. Nugget right here. This is Wealth on Water Week, as we're preparing for Wealth on Water Mastermind in July, right? And I'm giving you guys some foundational things. So when you get in the room, you will be prepared for the level up. And for everybody who is not going, I am still teaching and I'm still coaching. I'm inviting you to do a business coaching strategy session so you can take and build on this information. I'm fully aware everybody cannot go to Wealth on Water Mastermind. Some people can't even take off that time. I am aware. That's why I'm giving you this on YouTube for free. Come on, somebody, to help you, right? So these action items are real things I want you to do. This is a workshop. So write down these things and say to yourself, oh, no, are you missing them? If you have them all, great. Are you missing 1? Are you missing 2? Are you missing all 3? Right? And the next thing is your vendor credit. This is your entry point to business credit. You said building, thank you. Come on, somebody. I love you, right? You're going to be in the building. I know that's right. Krista's going to be in the building. Krista, look, I'm talking to you. Krista, real quick. There was 4 people on our live last night, and 3 of them are wealth warriors that need a roommate. So I'm going to put a message in Patreon that if some of you guys need a roommate for Wealth on Water, there might be some options. All right. That correctly scheduled program. Y'all, I'm real. I do this live. Look. All right. So your entry point, right? Vendor credit, your entry point. So you can start here, not with big loans, right? So net 30 and tier 1 accounts, build your profile before borrowing, okay? You say, come on, somebody, right? And then this is where tip NAV Business Prime will give you 2 tier 1 accounts. And the goal is credibility before capital, credibility before capital, credibility before capital, okay? And I talk about our 10K benchmark. So, guys, you have to understand, I talked about this in the 100K Blueprint Masterclass. When I repost this, I'll put everything in the description and in the pinned comments. Nugget right here. Somebody put pinned. Put the word pinned. PIINNED. Pinned comments. Guys, I always put all of my contact information, all of our links, and anything I discuss in the pinned comments of every single video after I post the replay, right? So after I post this, then the information for NAV Prime, for Patreon, for Wealth on Water, for business coaching, right? That everybody should be doing in the first quarter of the year, especially why it's still a discounted rate. Those links will be in the comments. Automation, AI. You don't have to speak to anybody. You click a link and the system walks you through the entire process. One click and you walk through the process, right? And so this is where you said pin com. All right, come on. There we go. Come on, somebody. All right, I see y'all. Come on, somebody. So $10,000. Look, I forgot what I was saying real quick. So that $10,000 month mark, I was talking about in the 100K Blueprint Masterclass. I do a lot of teaching. Y'all, I really like teaching. This is about to be my thing. Right? You have to understand, do you have a business that's high ticket and low volume? High ticket, low volume. That's what this slide is showing you. Nugget right here. Action. Identify what kind of business, what business model do you have? Do you have high ticket and low volume, or do you have low ticket and high volume? They both work. Look, Catherine knows. I always love to say it. She always says it right after me. It works if you work it. They both work. You just need to be aware of your business model, how you market, what you say, your conversions, your volume, right? Your volume needs to look different and your leads are different for high ticket and low ticket, okay? Got it good? So understand, this goes anywhere from having a $10,000 a month VIP day, which I don't talk about a lot, but I do have VIP days where you can spend the day with me. And I even have an option where I will fly to you. That's a much bigger investment. But you really want a real hands-on and you want to spend the day with me in person, I have a VIP in-person day where it'll be just me and you. I have a whole outline, a whole curriculum, and all those things that go with just that day. Nugget right there. All right. But if you have a VIP day, if you have coaching, right? Your coaching program is $1,000 a month. If you have an online course or some kind of training that's $500, maybe even a workshop or a webinar. And then you have a $100 workshop, you need 100 registrations. And if you have low ticket, $25 book, a planner, t-shirt, digital marketing, you need 400 customers per month. They both work. They all work. They all work. He said, that's freaking awesome, right? Yeah, they all work, right? It works if you work it. You just have to be aware, okay? Isaiah, his word will not come back void. Isaiah 55:11, right? So it is the words that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. In layman's terms, that means that his word cannot come back void. This has become one of my favorite sayings this season. In this season, I'm going to tell you why. And the reason why I put it, y'all, Jesus, allow me, look, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be me tonight. I'm going to be me every single night, but let me be very, 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 very real with you. When I share that $10,000 a month, some people that's so far off, they can't even fathom. Our Wealth Warrior community is comprised of people who are just starting, which is a blessing, and people who have started and need to take a step back, which is a blessing, and people who are already making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month, which is a blessing. It's a journey. We're going through different stages. But the reason why I put the scripture about his word not coming back void after the 10K mark is because some people can't even see that they have their job and their business is making $10,000 a month on the side. So I want you to understand, if you saw it, if you have that vision, that you have the ability to make it reality. His word cannot come back void. So I need you to look, 31 people in here. Hello, you guys. I need you to speak life that my business will grow. My brand will grow. I am the generational curse breaker. I will be financially free. I will have time freedom. I will lead by example. I will retire my spouse. I will send my kids to college. I will be a homeowner. I will be a real estate investor. I will start the school. I will start the scholarship. I will retire my parents. I will send my some people from my church to school. I will have the community center. I need you to speak life over that thing and understand whatever it is, his word cannot come back void. It does not always happen when we want it to happen, but it will happen. But faith without works is dead. So you have to do the work. But understand that his word cannot and will not come back void. Amen. Look, y'all gonna have me look. I'll throw this whole laptop. Be on here preaching tonight. Look, come on, somebody. All right, I see you. You said, yes, my business will grow. I see you on here, Allison. Come on, somebody. I know that's right. All right. So let's talk about it. Capital stacking, how growth happens. You single every single day. That's why we love you. Amen. Thank you so much. I will be an investor. My brand will grow. Amen. Y'all better speak that life. Okay. And so capital stacking, this means different things. I did a whole workshop on just capital stacking for business credit cards, but this is where really it's smart business layering, right? Layering your funding, and it can mean multiple different things. My goal is to expand your mind, expand your mind. Listen to me. There's more than one way to get something done. For our wealth warriors, we teach high level strategy. So I want you to understand, if you want something, you may have to layer 2 or 3 different types of funding, especially in the beginning, until you're more established before you establish some lender relationships, which I talk about a lot. You don't need Jesus. We don't have enough time. You don't need 50 different lenders. I like to have 2 to 3 options in each tier, 2 to 3 big bank, 2 to 3 credit union or regional, 2 to 3 fintech. That's it. You have a good relationship with the lender, you go back to them over and over and over and over and over again. I've done that with Rock Financial. I've done that with Fundbox. I've done that with PNC. I've done that with Citizens. I've done that with Bank of America. Come on, somebody. I've done that with NAB, with Divvy. I did that with WEX. Like, I get something and I keep on building that relationship. So by the time I did it with Capitus, by the time I need something, I'm picking it with Stripe, with Square, and PayPal. Jesus, we don't even have enough time. Guys, you network in your business. You network with family and friends. Why on earth would you not network with your lenders? Why on earth would you not network with your lenders? It's a success principle. I will literally get approved for funding with somebody, and then I will go back to them over and over and over and over and over again. As long as I get what I need and it meets my needs, then I have one contact and I keep on going. It is insanity. I don't need 29,000 lenders. I need a couple of great lender relationships that I can pick up the phone. Oh, hey, Terry, what do you need? I need XYZ. Cool, got it. Can you send me an updated bank statement? Cool, here you go. Done. Direct deposit tomorrow. Stop playing with me, y'all. Okay? There's a success principle. All right, so let me go back. So layering your funding, this is smart. This is smart. This is smart. Okay. So cash flow, right? Vendor credit, net 30s, tier 1, 2, and 3 accounts, business credit cards and business corporate cards, retail cards and fleet gas cards, lines of credit using bank financing and fintech lenders. Not one source, but a system. Use what you got. Look, is that all my hip hop heads? Allison, do you know you Allison is a dating and relationship coach, but she wanted to be a rapper. Look, I'm telling you business on here. Is that Kwame? Use what you got to get what you want. Who is that, y'all? Nugget right here. I love hip hop, but I'm very forgetful. I never remember the names of the albums for anything. Use what you got to get what you look. Listen, this ain't always been my life, right? So the point to capital stacking, right, is you have a funding goal. You may get a line of credit from a bank, and you may get a loan from a fintech company, and you may get a credit card from your credit union, and all together those things, layering your funding, not having one specific type, but having a system, got to your goal, because maybe you didn't get a $50,000 business line of credit, but between the smaller line of credit, the business credit card, and the loan or the working capital, you were able to layer funding sources. Come on, somebody, I'm teaching to get to your actual goal. That is wise, wise, wise. Look, we all say, I know that's I never know. Wait, hold on. I forgot to put the screen back on, right? All right. So layering. So this is a funding strategy, okay? Capital stacking. And it's just about layering your funding, okay? And so personal credit. Look, I need y'all to hear me today. Look, personal credit. You have several laptops. I know that's right. My brain will expand. So this is where personal credit still matters. I always talk about this. Bank lend to behavior. Strong personal credit lowers risk. So you don't need perfect credit, but you do need predictable behavior. So now y'all know I will talk to y'all about credit until I'm blue in the face. Okay. I can talk about credit all day, every day. I'm going to give you a snapshot right here because this is a cash flow work training, not a credit training. Okay. But if you need help with your personal business credit, I will actually pin those workshops after we get done. Okay. Or I have one specifically on building business credit and one specifically on repairing your personal credit scores. The success principle here is that 700 and above personal credit scores help you with your personal funding, your business credit, and your real estate financing. So it is the foundation of looking good on paper. And your action item for everybody is to have 700 and above personal credit scores, and you should be able to get there in 3 to 6 months. If you're not able to get there, you should be reaching out to us to schedule a jumpstart call or to get additional support, okay? And one of your action items is to check your personal credit scores, your FICO scores specifically. You can use Credit Check Total or you can use My FICO, okay? You can use My FICO or Credit Check Total. All right. And that's actually how my story started, right? I purchased my first house at the age of 21 while only making $14 an hour. Jesus. Let me just say something right here. And this next slide is the picture of my house. Now, I've shown this slide and I've shown the picture many times now. If I can be very honest with you, when I first found this picture online, right, I cried. I need y'all to hear me. I cried. Is the house a mansion? Absolutely not. But where did I come from? Foster care. Both my parents were addicted to drugs, group homes, shelters. I've lived in a shelter before, y'all. Living with my girlfriends. That very first house, Jesus, was it a mansion? It was a 3-bedroom row home outside of Philadelphia. It was just a level up. Somebody put level up. Sometimes, Jesus, I feel like we have such a big vision for what we want our house or want our business or what we want our brand to look like that we miss celebrating the small wins. Was it my forever house? Absolutely not. But where did I come from? So going from a crappy apartment in a terrible neighborhood, a basement apartment at that, and I have very bad asthma. I was sick all the time because it was moldy, it was damp, it was horrible. To be able to relocate at that time, me and my son, right? I was a mom at the age of 17. Look at God, Jesus. Mom at the age of 17, homeowner at the age of 21. Let me say it again. Teen mom at the age of 17, homeowner by myself, me, myself, and I at the age of 21 because of looking good on paper and God. That credit score helped me change my zip code, change my reality, change my belief, change my funding options, change opportunities for my son. My son was able to go to a better school district. It was my aha. I call it my belief house. It was the moment that I realized that if I can look good on paper, I can leverage that to build the lifestyle that I desire and deserve. And I wasn't doing it for me. There wasn't social media back then. I didn't have an Instagram. It didn't exist back then, right? I wasn't doing it for likes. I wasn't doing it for comments. I wasn't doing it for views. I was doing it for stability. I was doing it because I made a promise to myself that my son would not grow up like me. I need y'all to hear this. Sometimes I go past this story so fast that you guys miss the power of transforming your life so you can bless somebody else. Miss the power of you getting financially free so you can reach back and change your circumstances. I didn't have mom, I didn't have daddy, I didn't have trust fund, I didn't have anybody helping me. But once I realized that I could leverage looking good on paper, I said, I'm going to buy a house. My girlfriend's going to Cancun and flying different places and going out and partying, and I'm saving for a down payment for a house. Y'all, Terry, you want to come out tonight? I'm saving for a down payment for a house. You want to go with us to Cancun? We're going to Miami. I'm saving for a down payment for a house. Looking good on paper. Guys, Jesus, let me just say this right here. I need to spend a minute here because I need the people new and old to understand what we're doing and why. Credit is not the goal. Credit is a vehicle to help you get to the goal. Building your business is a vehicle to help you get to a goal. Building wealth comes by either inheriting it, building a business, or both. People do not become massively wealthy with just a career. You can live a comfortable lifestyle, but that's not what I said. Breaking a generational curse, becoming a wealth builder, becoming wealthy for generations comes from inheriting it, building a business, or both. This is why I work with entrepreneurs. This is why I work with professionals with a side hustle, because I'm helping you build your brand so you can build your legacy. But understand that financial piece, because what I said in the very beginning, he cannot bless you with a lot if we are mismanaging a little. Can I be real for a second? He cannot bless you with the millions if we're mismanaging 50,000. It's about being a good steward. Jesus. Look, I didn't even see y'all on here. Right? Got it good. And so this very first house, this was the beginning of everything, guys. I went from paying $475 a month for a bad apartment in a bad neighborhood to owning my first house for only $525 a month. That was my mortgage, my taxes, and insurance. My mortgage, taxes, and insurance changed my life. Did not have any furniture, right? But I had a bedroom set and that's it. I don't think I got my living room set and my dining room set until like 2 years later. But at 21, I was a homeowner. So understand, let me just say this one last thing to you. So understand when I'm teaching and it sounds different, and I'm coaching and it sounds different. And I teach faith-based because I would not be here without God. He done brought me through some things and I still go through things. When I teach, I'm coming from a place of wanting to help other people break through that cycle. I'm coming from a place of, I remember praying to God to get me out of certain situations. And I said, God, if you can get me out of this situation, I will glorify your name and I will testify. And I'm keeping my word and I'm honoring my word because he got me out of some situations. And now my kingdom assignment is to help more of you thrive. Put thrive in the comments. My kingdom assignment is to help more of you thrive. Amen. So this is the power of what looking good on paper can do for you. Okay. And talk about some small wins. So let's talk about some of the small wins, right? Because I want you to have some wins immediately. And I see y'all saying thrive in the comments. Come on, somebody. I see y'all saying amen. Look, come on, somebody. Good morning, winners, right? And so this is where some of the things I want you to do, right? Either separate your accounts, apply for your first vendor account, open a business bank account, pull your personal and business credit reports, make an appointment with your small business banker, schedule a bookkeeping cleanup, invest in a business coaching strategy session, right? A small win. Do something. Momentum creates confidence. I don't care what you do. Do something. Don't just watch and be a spectator. Take action on something. I just gave you a bunch of examples of small, look, like she was just preaching to us. Now she yelled at us. I was and I am. Yes, I was just preaching. Now I am yelling. I was and I am. Is perimenopausal making me bipolar, y'all? got it good, right? But this is where, guys, I don't care what you do, but take action. Stop letting everything be. That was a good video. That was a good training. No, do something as a result of it. I promise you, as you start taking action, you start getting small wins. That's going to build your confidence. You're going to see movement in your business and or your side hustle. So momentum creates confidence. And so the financially free thinking, right? Struggling business owners ask, can I afford this? Struggling owners ask, can I afford this? Wealth builders ask, how do I structure this safely? How does this investment impact my brand? Right? Look, Allison said, do something. Free content cannot save you. Come on, somebody. Just start. I know that's right. Take action. She was just, I was and I am. No, that's right. Right? Wealth builders ask, How do I structure this safely? Wealth builders ask, how does this investment impact my brand? Wealth builders ask, what will the return be? What will my return on investment be? Right? And if you're worried about the cost of going for it, you should see the price of staying exactly where you are. Do not despise small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. With all my ups and all my downs, I would not trade this life for anything. I could not imagine still being in my own. Now, we do not job shame here. It is a blessing to have a career. In 2026 is a blessing. It's a blessing to have a paycheck. No, look, no lies told. But if it's your desire to build your brand, right? I can't imagine being where I was before. I don't even recognize that person. I don't even recognize. So did it cost me a lot to go for it? It did. In money, time, energy, sacrifice, it did. Was it hard? It was. Did I have ups and downs? Absolutely. Did I make mistakes? Yup, a million of them. And I would do it all over again. Because the cost of staying exactly where you are, I'm going to leave that right there. I refuse to be in the same place 6 months and 1 year than what I am right now. Some of you put refuse in the comments. Refuse to end 2026 the same way. Refuse to end this quarter the same way. Refuse to be in the same. Say you. I rebuke it. Right. I rebuke stagnant. I rebuke being complacent. I rebuke being depressed, procrastination, laziness, distractions. I rebuke being mediocre. I rebuke it. Look, don't play with me. I refuse to be in the same space. I refuse. That means some of you need to invest in something that will get you out of your certain situation. And the more you think about it and you sit stagnant, the more you will stay in the same place. So the real goal, financial freedom, is not just income. It's predictability, it's time, and it's peace. Predictable money equals peace plus growth decisions. Let me say it again. Predictable money equals peace plus growth decisions. I think I did a reel. I do so much stuff. I did a reel or a video, or I don't know what I did. I did something. And I was talking about being here every single day. So my oldest son, the one I was pregnant when I was 17, right? He's 29 now. I had a 29-year-old son. Jesus. All right. Anywho, everybody stay on track. And my two youngest ones are 18 and 17, right? And so they're here, and they're finishing high school, right? Shout out to my son Devin. He has a job interview tomorrow. Y'all pray for my son Devin. He'll be like, Mom, you said don't on live. Y'all pray for my son Devin. He has a job interview tomorrow. I'm so excited for him. He's excited too. All right. So thing I was going to say right here though is I was saying that I'm here every morning when my boys leave for school, and I'm here every morning when they get home. Don't miss it. I'm a minority female, single mother of three from the whole ghetto. From the ghetto. From a broken neighborhood, right? From a broken family home, right? To be able to be here. I'm not working 5 jobs. Look, no judgment zone, but I worked, invested, and sacrificed to be here. The power of me being here, my boys leave in the morning and coming home, and I'm right here. Besides that, I'm traveling and doing other things, obviously, right? 95% of the time, priceless. You cannot put a price tag on time freedom. I control my time. Can I be honest with you? Where am I at right now? In my house, I have a studio. This is my studio. I have a studio on the first floor. The first floor is for nothing but recording. Can I be real with you guys? I'm a single mother of 3. I am downstairs. I got on a white top. I got on tights and fluffy socks. And I don't even think my fluffy socks match. Can I be real with you? And this is work. I'm going on a Royal Caribbean cruise as a mastermind, and that's work. I'll be in St. Martin's with August for a women's retreat. That's not technically work, right? Guys, time freedom. Not having a so I'll tie it in the right. Shout out to Allison for the Raise Set Love Retreat, right? She works with busy professional women to help them get into the relationships that they desire and find happy, healthy marriages, right? Shout out to Allison because I'm able to take off for a week to go on a women's retreat where I don't have to necessarily work. So that's my time freedom. No dollar amount. Somebody put priceless. There's no dollar amount you can put on time freedom. I'm going to leave that right there. Okay. That is true. The real goal, financial freedom, is being happy, healthy, healed, and whole in all areas. Look, somebody said, phew, go. Come on, Krista, right? I see you. Somebody said, congrats. Look, my son, but thank you for giving my son some love too, right? And so what happens next, right? You know what you need to fix, but implementation determines your results, right? So some people need a roadmap, some people need immersion, right? And so the real goal, I already talked about that, right? So your next steps, next steps. Somebody put next in the comments, right? Your next steps. You can invest in Wealth on Water Mastermind. That's full implementation and expert guidance, right? That's implementation, environment, and acceleration, acceleration, acceleration. If you're unable to go to Wealth on Water Mastermind, then your very next best step is a 90-day game plan, right? So we're going to talk about personal finance and your growth roadmap. Somebody put, look, priceless, priceless, priceless. What is Wealth on Water Mastermind? Because you guys keep on hearing me talk about it, but what is it? You said, I get to style my, look at Allison said, I get to style my baby girl's hair in the mornings before school, slow mornings, low stress. You can't beat time freedom. Come on, somebody. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Ready, Set, Love Retreat, St. Martin, March 28th through April 1st. That's where I will be soon. I cannot wait. So Wealth on Water is an exclusive mastermind for entrepreneurs and professionals who are putting in the work but not yet seeing the income or time freedom they deserve. This is an implementation focused. Look at the words, guys. This is an implementation focused luxury experience that provides a clear strategy to scale your brand and double revenue within 6 to 12 months. It's going to be aboard a 4-night Royal Caribbean Bahama cruise led by industry experts. You see going across the stream, you're able to text us and I will post the links for both, right? And your alignment invitation, right? If you're unsure you want to talk to me about Wealth on Water Mastermind, then we can do a quick 15-minute wealth alignment call where we'll identify your goals, your bottleneck, and the best next step for you. And so you have the facts about Wealth on Water Mastermind. It's Royal Caribbean. Look, Royal Caribbean. Shout out to, I think I saw Lisa. I saw 3 of you guys on here tonight who are going, right? Shout out if you're going to Wealth on Water, put wow in the comments. I saw Krista, I saw Lisa, and I saw Allison tonight. I don't think I saw Keisha and Cece. I didn't see Cece tonight. All right. So guys, so some facts. Royal Caribbean Utopia of the Seas. But let me just be very honest with you guys. Why did I pick a cruise? A couple of reasons, but one of them is that there is something magical about the water. There is something symbolic about the water. I want you to think about rebirth, about renewal, about being rejuvenated. Think about the baptism. We go down in the water. Like there's just something magical. Like I have a balcony ocean view room. And I remember Jesus last year just sitting on, I'm about to cry. Jesus. Because the vision and to see it come together, I'm just so grateful. And I remember sitting on my balcony at Wealth on Water by myself at nighttime, like at the end of the day, and just praying and being so grateful to God. Is life perfect? Absolutely not. Is there more to be grateful for than to complain about? Absolutely. Has He brought us further than where we began? Absolutely. And I was grateful that not only was I there, but a whole group of leaders and partners and wealth warriors were also there. It's a blessing when you can do it, right? It's great when you can do it. It's a blessing when you can help other people do it. And so when I tell you guys, there's something magical about being in this environment with leaders and building wealth and having that time, that quiet, alone time to be able to pray and talk to God and just decompress. And Jesus, I'm getting chills and taking in the moment. Absolutely priceless. Absolutely priceless. And so some of the facts, right? It's Royal Caribbean's Utopia of the Seas. It is July 13th through 17th, guys. Well, you put, wow, come on, somebody. I see y'all in the comments, right? And so, and the final investments due in April. You do not have until July. Time is of the essence. So let me come back on here. I went from crying to yelling at y'all again, right? Time is of the essence. There's 15 spots left. And the final investments due in April. So you still have time, but you do not have, people think that it's in July. You have all the way until July. This is not a marketing tactic. We are about to close registration soon. Okay. And I didn't even start announcing the speakers. One thing we're going to start at the end this weekend. My Wealth Warriors know who some of the speakers are, right? Because we want you to be in the room because you need to be there, not because of who is going to be there, but trusting there are going to be industry experts there. And we have some big wigs, some people that are really blessing our mastermind and excited to be there and teach and coach you guys, to be honest with you. Okay. And so April 15th is the absolute cutoff. And the outcome is priceless. This is some of the picture. Look, there goes Allison in this picture. There goes Krista. Look. Y'all can't see my cursor probably, right? Krista and Allison are actually in that picture right there on the screen. Come on, somebody. Oh, Camille, I didn't see Camille on here. Camille was on here the other night, right? But what's included? Your Royal Caribbean cruise, 3 mastermind sessions. We have farewell events. We have breakout sessions. We have Wealth on Water meetups, master swag bag, t-shirt, Wi-Fi from one device, and we have some extra goodies for our VIPs, okay? And then if you're unable to go, I say do both, right? Most of you have done both, right? Keisha, matter of fact, Keisha and Allison, who are on here, are both did 2025 and done coaching strategy sessions to get that personalized approach and are going to Wealth on Water Mastermind. So just know that this is part of the process to leveling up, okay? And let's talk about invest in 7 ventures and yes, in 8, you do not know which disaster may come upon the land. So multiple streams require taking action and structure first. Okay. And if you're unsure if Wealth on Water Mastermind is for you, time is of the essence. You can, if you're an entrepreneur and you want to attend Wealth on Water Mastermind, and you are invited to schedule a wealth alignment phone call with me that is 15 minutes to talk specifically about Wealth on Water Mastermind, and not forgetting who that we're doing this for, right? Who's depending on your transformation? Who could you bless if you were living in abundance? And so our foundational scripture, and I will end with, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, right? You cannot leave an inheritance if you don't take the time to build the wealth. Somebody put wealth in the comments. Money is not the root of all evil. The love of money, the love of anything. We're not supposed to have any false idols or any vices. So just remember what we're doing, why we're doing it, and who we're doing it for. So last night we talked about why your business is not growing. Tonight we talked about cash flow and money. And I forget what tomorrow is. Tomorrow is either marketing or systems. Right now I talked about, I see y'all in the comments, right? And you said, I see y'all wealth. Okay, good. And so we're every single night at 8:00. Every single night at 8:00 is one day of our Wealth on Water week, right? This is the free. All of this for just free, right? When you guys go back and you rewatch this, write down your action items, write down the coaching questions, and actually execute, guys. I'm not doing this at 8:00 at night for fun. To amuse you. Look, isn't that good, fellas? You think I'm funny? You think I'm here to amuse you? I love old gangster movies. I like Goodfellas. I like Colombiana. I like Casino. All right, everybody stay. I like Heat. Everybody stay on track. All right, remember, I'm a boy mom. I'm a boy mom, okay? But everybody stay on track. And so, guys, just remember what we're doing and why we're doing it. But I'm not doing this to amuse you. This is a training. This is not for everybody. There's 23 people in here. I think at the most it was 31. When I repost these, usually it gets between 1 and 500 views. I'm being very, very real with you. I talked to you guys yesterday about not being for everybody. You don't need everybody. You need the right people, right? And coaching the right 50 to 100 to 1,000 people will not only change their lives, come on somebody, but you will build a sustainable, solid brand or side hustle that has impact, that builds your revenue and your legacy, and that helps your client or customer. You don't need everybody. There's actually only 30 people going to Wealth on Water. Only 30. It's an exclusive room for a reason, because the conversations we're going to have, the things we're going to talk about, the workshops, the access to the industry leaders that you would not normally have access to. One of them works for CNN. I'll leave that right there. Has her own media production company. Another one is a CEO of a multiple $1-million company. I'll leave that right there. And they're going to be in the room at Wealth on Water. If you think you're learning from this, baby. So your next step, take action. Invest in business coaching, invest in Wealth on Water Mastermind. And guys, and I will see you tomorrow at 8:00 for day number 3 of Wealth on Water Week. And if you have gotten value from this, please, when I repost this, please comment Please like it. Please share it with somebody you want to see win, because people are not sharing this information on YouTube, especially for free. My goal is to educate and empower you. Okay. And we're going to fix this software, because I'm going to see y'all comments on screens, and we're going to get this right tonight. Okay. So, guys, I hope that was helpful. Patreon, we will have our master's workshop next week. And, guys, I will just leave you with, and I say this a lot, Jesus, and I don't want it to lose its intensity. But when I say it works if you work it, when I say if you want different results, you have to do something different. Most of us are just so comfortable. That's why we haven't made any changes. We're so comfortable. We're irritated. We want better, but because we are just making it, we don't take action. I bind up just making it. I don't know about y'all, but I serve a big God. We serve a big God. And I don't want to live a life where I'm just making it, where I can't go on the trip. I can't fly first class. I can't go VIP. I can't send my boys to school. I can't send them, buy them a house and buy them a car and invest in their business. I can't give to my church and start the scholarship fund. I don't want to live a life where I can't do the things that I want to do. I identify the lifestyle that I desire, and then I work to get it. In the beginning, I did hustle. In the beginning, I was just grinding, 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 and then you will get burnt out quickly. So once I got wiser, I started investing in coaching, in training, in events, so I could learn how to grow my vision and create, listen to my language, the lifestyle that I desire and deserve, without being burnt out, without being exhausted, without failing over and over again. I bind up that hustle mentality. That's not how you get to multiple six figures and seven figures. It's not how you get there, guys. And so I hope that you guys are getting value from this, from this series. And even as I'm talking about things that maybe you're not there yet, maybe you're not generating any money, maybe you're not generating $100 or $1,000. That's okay. We all, geez, I need to be real with y'all. We all started with 0 followers, 0 clients, 0 subscribers. We all 0 friends on Facebook. We all started from 0. The best part about starting from 0 is that the only way it can go is up, and you have the ability to shape it and grow it with much more wisdom. I stumbled my way through all of it, right? We all, last thing I want you guys put in the comments, one. We all had a day one. For some of you guys, launching and investing in something like Wealth on Water Mastermind will be your first mastermind, your first mastermind on a cruise. It might be your first cruise. Investing in business coaching may be your first time ever having a business coach. Maybe you're launching your business and you want to get your first client or customer. Maybe you've already launched your business, but you need to go back, so you're relaunching. We all started with one. Do not despise small beginnings. You have to start somewhere. Amen. All right, y'all, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Good night.